Previously on
Fire Emblem!
I really messed this up.
There we go. There we go.
Got him, finally. He's so strong. Ugh, so strong!
So strong! Oh boy. We have finally beat the first battle.
Hello everybody! It's time for more Fire Emblem the Binding Blade. Today we're gonna do Chapter 2. The Princess of Bern.
Yeah, it's good to be back after a rather long break. Hopefully we'll record these more frequently so that I will actually remember what's going on, but I think I'm jumping in a little blind here, so let's get in and do it.
No worries. Hopefully for the audience out there, it won't have been a long time because I think we'll upload them on a better schedule than we recorded them. But here we go. There is a small village on the border of Foray and Bern. This is where Roy is to meet the mercenary band that Eliwood hired. Remember that Eliwood is of course Roy's father, and last time we met him he's terribly ill, and he sent Roy to deal with the Bernese invasion of the entirety of the continent of Elib, so now we're meeting up with some mercenaries to help us out.
Naturally.
Just east of the village is a small castle occupied by Bern's forces. At the time Roy reaches the village, the castle is in outright panic. Roy has yet to realize that this confusion going on in the castle will spread, engulfing the entire continent of Elib in chaos.
I mean, there's foreshadowing, and then there's just telling us what's going to happen.
Subtlety has never been one of the strong suits of storytelling in Fire Emblem.
No.
Do you want to be this mustachioed gentleman, and I'll be this
Sure, let's do it.
lady? All I want to know is what happened to Princess Guinevere.
Yes, Captain Milady.
Oh yeah, by the way, this isn't like Milady tip. This is like, you know, we're not talking to Anakin Skywalker here.
Sorry, milady.
This is her name. Her name is Milady.
Okay. At least we're not addressing her with double titles.
I thought I'd bring that up because it is confusing.
I'm certain she was in her room this morning, but she simply vanished.
You told me that already, you buffoon. I don't want excuses. Are you so incompetent that you can't understand that? Our forces are mobilizing to begin a full-scale war with Lycia. How are we to focus on the battle if the princess is missing? Naturally, you will take full responsibility for her disappearance. I should never have let His Highness come to the border to begin with. Oh, Her Highness, that makes more sense. I will return to Bern and inform the king of this matter. I'll try not to cause a panic, but I can't promise your life if the princess isn't found. I trust you'll take every measure to locate her as soon as possible.
Yes, Captain. Is Princess Guinevere secure?
Yes, Commander. She's under constant surveillance in the cellar.
Good. Don't let her escape.
But, Commander, are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course I'm sure. The younger sister of King Zafil. We're sure to get a hefty sum turning her over to one of Bern's enemies. Loyalty to one's king? Bah! What a worthless notion. The world is ruled by neither king nor queen. It's ruled by gold.
Yes, indubitably, Commander. But there has been you know, like humans talk. But there has been a small snag, shall we say. Yeah, go ahead.
Just my favorite thing is when characters just decide to have the "we're evil" conversation.
This guy is so funny. He's he's literally a mustache twirling villain. It's amazing.
I'm glad I just naturally went with the yeah voice.
There's another villain that shows up later who is just the most over-the-top, outlandish villain imaginable, and it's so beautiful. He's an absolute favorite.
Perfect.
But there's been a snag, shall we say.
What do you mean?
I just received a report. It seems that Princess Guinevere's lady-in-waiting has escaped.
What? You lout! Why didn't you say so earlier? Find her this instant! Don't let her get away!
Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Lord Roy, this is the location.
This is where we're supposed to meet with the mercenaries?
Yes, though it seems they aren't here yet. Wait, who's that? Somebody's coming this way.
Be careful there.
Oh, forgive me. I'm in such a hurry.
No need for apologies. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, good sir.
Very well then.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye! What a gentleman, Roy.
Oh, good job, Roy. Are you from Lycia by chance?
I am. I am the son of Marcus Ferre. Marquis Ferre. Marcus is much better than the Marquis.
Oh, Saint Elamine. Thank you for guiding me to this boy.
Pardon?
Please, I need your help to rescue my mistress.
What happened?
My name is Ellen. I am a cleric of Saint Elamine. My mistress and I came from Bern to seek an audience with the lords of Lycia. However, Commander Rude of the castle east of here trapped us. We were captured, imprisoned by our own countrymen. Lord Roy, we must avoid unnecessary entanglements with Bern.
But we can't just neglect a noble of Bern who wants to speak with the lords of Lycia. Then again, we can't simply charge into enemy territory either. Wait, who's there? There's the wench! Over here, boys, get the girl! Our orders say dead or alive! I am evil!
Evil, evil. Oh dear!
Well, Merlinus, they provoked hostilities. I don't think we have any choice now.
You wouldn't listen even if we did, I'm sure. But no matter, let me witness all you've learned about tactics in Ostia.
Alright, everyone, we're going to charge the castle. Sister Ellen, you should find a place to hide.
No, I will come with you. I cannot fight, but I can heal wounded allies.
But
I'm the one that got you tangled up in this mess. Please let me do what I can to help.
okay, but just stay behind us so you aren't hurt.
Certainly. Thank you for your concern.
Alrighty.
Back
So, let's
into
have-
that hot action.
Hot action. So let's quickly have a look around the map here. So there's a village here that has some stuff in it that we want to get. This is an armory. We probably want some weapons. I know that this shop here sells nothing but vulneraries, and we don't particularly need any more of those, so I don't think I'm going to bother visiting that. We have a bunch of soldiers and axe fighters here. One mercenary. This guy's quite fast, so we're probably not going to double him. Here's Rude, the boss, standing on a gate. This guy is an armored knight with a javelin. So javelin, of course, has 1 to 2 range, so we can't have Walt just hang out 2 spaces away from him and shoot him with an arrow over and over again.
Darn.
It's not going to work this time. Also, this dude is bulky. He's got some defense on him, so most of our units will not even damage this guy, especially with the gate. Gate gives an additional 3 defense and 20 avoid, so he's there's most of our guys just can't hurt this guy. 15 effective defense.
Yep, he'll deflect your blows with his mustache.
He absolutely will. So for example, we have Roy here. Now Roy has his rapier, which is effective against armor knights, and effective weapons in this game, when you attack something that they're effective against, the might is tripled. So in this case, instead of 5 might, it would have 15 might. So his attack will go up from 10 to 20. So he'll do 5 damage minus weapon triangle disadvantage, so 4 damage. So he'll do 4 damage to the boss. So that's not gonna work. And with an iron sword, he'll obviously do nothing. So yeah, most of our guys aren't gonna deal too well with that. So a solution will present itself a little bit later for how to deal with the boss. So the first thing I'm gonna do. Okay, well let's talk about our 2 new units first. So we have Merlinus. Merlinus is the convoy. If you've played Fire Emblem, like the Fire Emblem or Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade, he's in that game as well as a convoy. He promotes from a tent into a horse and carriage. In this one, he starts as a horse-drawn carriage already. And he functions kind of the same way, except that he has his own inventory in this game, not just a convoy. So you can merge with him to access the convoy or trade with his actual inventory. And that's kind of handy because it means that he can go visit villages, which is what we're going to do with him. So I'm just going to go do that right now. And the other interesting thing about Merlinus as a unit is that he is the only unit in this game that cannot be killed. If his HP is reduced to 0, he retreats and comes back in the next chapter. So that's kind of cool. I didn't bother showing any of his hidden stats because he does have growths, he does level up and stuff, but he can't fight, so it just doesn't end up mattering that much. But he's a good convoy, and he's good bait.
Naturally. I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
I can't remember what he says when he retreats, but it's funny. He's a funny guy in general. I also don't think he has supports, but I could be wrong about that. And then we have Ellen. I do have a stat sheet for Ellen. Let's see if we can look at this. Here we go. Ellen. Can you see that, Isaac?
I can see that. Perfect.
So Ellen here is a healer. She can heal with staves, or a cleric is I guess the official name. Yeah, so she can use staves. She can't fight as well. Upon promotion, she does turn into a bishop and gets access to light magic, so she can fight if you raise her up and then promote her.
But she can only move diagonally.
She can only move diagonally, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think bishops in chess are a little bit better than Ellen, but Ellen's fine. She has staves, she can heal stuff. Her biggest disadvantage is honestly her staff rank, D. It's hard to level up staff rank in this, and there's some good staves that you want to use later on in the game that require a higher staff rank, so you kind of have to put a lot of work into her, I think, to make her super good, but it's definitely very doable if you feel like it. I think in the next chapter we will get another staff user who rides around on a horse, and that's probably something that we're going to evaluate a little bit more than Ellen here. As far as growth rates, they don't matter that much, but they're fine. I don't think this is not her growth rates. I switched to Deke by accident. Okay, yeah, this looks more like it. So they're fine. She has really low HP growth, so she will pretty much continue to get one shot, especially with her 10% defense growth. So she's not going to become a tank by any means. You're not going to want her to see combat, or at least take any counters in combat pretty much ever in the whole game. But she does get some speed and luck, so if you do want to fight with her later on, she has like speed and skill, and she can hit stuff. So yeah, it's not the worst. She can chip things from afar with magic. But for now, she's just a decent healer. I think that's all I really have to say about Ellen. Wait, that's Shanna. Why is this happening to me? They're so similar.
That looks like her.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like she would support Milady.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yes, even worse defense growth. So
good.
Spoilers. Whatever, I'll just cut that out in editing.
Please don't look at me like that.
But basically, she has 45% HP growth and 5% defense growth, so she's not gonna... Like, her base defense is 0. and 16 HP. So she's not really gonna be doing too much fighting, even if we promote her in terms of taking counterattacks. But she'll heal us for now, so it's pretty welcome at this point. I think with that...
I can't see anything going wrong if we don't ever heal.
Yeah, why not? We never take damage, we never need to heal. Why is this...
Yeah, we've never gamed over so far.
I see what's going on. So, after the last... Yeah, there we go. After the last recording, I switched to playing with the controller because the keyboard noise was too loud. But my controller was also changing the my OBS overlay, so that's why I was switching stat screens while I was going through Ellen's stats. Okay, so let's fight this. We have some more units that show up in a little bit to talk about. So the first thing we want to do is we want Marcus to fight people as usual on this fort, preferably. This fort is a 1-tile-wide choke point, so if we can put him here, he'll fight anything that shows up and they can't get to us right away. Which is pretty nice, because if they get to our other guys, they'll destroy them. I think we have an iron sword equipped on him, which is what we want. So how we're going to do this is we're going to take out this guy. Maybe with Boars. Boars still has a lance, yeah.
Let's do it, Boars. Strongest chin in the game.
Strongest chin in the game. So... yeah, we can kill with Roy here.
There you go, Roy.
Yeah, okay, and then Marcus is gonna go over here. And we're gonna rescue him. And go here. Yeah, this is correct. And then I will take him.
Ah, yes. A good old game of Pass the Marcus.
Yeah, the usual game. So, oh, is Roy gonna die? Did I screw this up?
I was wondering. I mean, his HP is not great.
Well, wait, how much attack does this guy have? 15 attack? It's fine, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, I did what I meant to do. This is fine. Ellen doesn't die to that guy. She'll go to 1 health.
Naturally.
Also, she doesn't have to get attacked. If I think she'll still get attacked, but whatever. It's fine. We can get some Walt chip in here.
Attaboy, Walt.
As long as nobody dies and I got Marcus on the fort, I'm happy. Yeah. Because otherwise we're never getting through all these guys. And the people that we're meeting show up to the west here, so we need to get over there at some point. Oh, she is getting attacked. Yeah, but she's fine. She's fine. Perfect. Calculated.
Exactly as intended. And then there's Marcus just carrying the team.
Yep, which he's going to be doing for a while.
Hey, this is the tactics we learned.
So the reason I gave him the sword here, rather than like a javelin or something to attack back at these guys that are attacking from range, is just because otherwise it's kind of hard to hit stuff. Like javelins are super inaccurate, so they should be around here somewhere. Shanna, check around and try to find the soldiers from Foray, will you?
Sure!
I wish you could actually move that far.
So, big man, who's our client this time?
House Foray, one of the noble families of Lycia. The Marquis's son is going to join the other armies of the Lycian League.
We're going up against Burn, then?
Looks that way.
Why did we need a character change there?
Don't know.
Finally, a foe worthy of my axe. Let's show 'em what we're made of. Burn, eh? This won't be easy, I can tell you that. We had best tread lightly. I think I found them. But it looks like they're already caught up in a skirmish.
What? The fighting started already? Let's get a move on then. Time to earn our pay. Alright, so here's our new friends. A mercenary company. So this is the leader, Deke. I guess we should talk about Deke first, since he's the man in charge, the man with a plan. Let's see if I can do this properly. Yeah, this is working. Alright, so here's Deke. He's a mercenary. He uses swords. He has sea swords at base, which is pretty good, so he can use a good variety of weapons. And this guy is super, super strong for the time being. I mean, his bases are really good for a level 5 unpromoted class. He's like almost as good as Marcus. He's crazy. He'll double everything. He'll hit things, so he's got plenty of skill. He's got enough strength to do damage. He's got the constitution to wield some heavier weapons. And, yeah, fairly okay defense. Just in general, pretty nice. Growth-wise, he tends not to be the kind of character that you use for a really long time. But it's not so much because his growths are bad. It's more because in order to promote him, you need to use a hero crest. And there's only so many of those in the game. So promotion items are specific to classes in this game, and there's a character that we'll be getting next chapter that really wants one, and he's just better than Deke. But Deke is good for now. We're gonna get some good use out of Deke for a little while.
I mean, at least we now have 2 strong characters.
Yeah, it's definitely nice.
And
also,
hey, I mean, he's got some style.
yeah, this dude is a certified hunk. Like, look at that trap. Hot damn.
And I mean, I'm a sucker for a good eye scar.
Who isn't? All right. Also in the company we have Shanna. Okay, those don't work the same way. There we go. Shanna. So Pegasus Knight. She uses lances, as Pegasus Knights do in this. And her base stats and growths are pretty weird. So low HP and low strength, but actually not very bad defense. But a very low defense growth and a low HP growth. And a low strength growth, so she'll never be a super bulky physical unit, but lots of skill and speed. She starts with 12 speed, so she's like super fast. She's just as fast as anyone else in our... I think she's fast as Marcus. She might be. Let me have a look quickly. She's faster than Marcus, so she's super fast.
Slow down, Speed Racer.
Slow down, Speed Racer. But basically, what we really want Shanna for is the ability to fly, and with 16 aid, she can also carry people around. So she's gonna like ferry people over rivers and fly over mountains and stuff like that. So she's kind of a transport helicopter for us.
Just what we needed.
Honestly, great. Like, I think a lot of people, especially when they start playing these games for the first time, they overlook these kind of characters that are not super great at combat. But her non-combat utility is really good. So not someone you should be overlooking by any means. All right, Deke. Let's talk about these guys. The axe fighter bros. So this is Lot.
Yep.
Lot. 7 strength, 7 speed, 4 defense, and that's 6 skill. And those are kind of his stats. I mean, he's just a dude who hits things with axes. He's fine. For now, like, very unlikely that you're gonna train this guy up and use him forever, but he can smack things with axes for now. He's a perfectly serviceable unit. His growths are like pretty average for a character in this game. Kind of low, medium. 45 defense is pretty decent, so he get pretty bulky if you decide to use him long term. But again, if you wanted to promote him, you need to use a hero crest, and there's other people we want to give those to instead. So he's just gonna kind of beat stuff with axes for now. And then
a noble pursuit.
A truly noble pursuit. All right, and then Wade.
Yeah. Totally distinct and unique character, Wade.
Well, I can tell you that Wade is in fact a distinct and unique character, in that he is entirely useless. We haven't really talked about what all the stats do yet. I don't think I'm going to talk about them in this episode in particular either, because there's just some other things I'd rather go over, but like specifically. But for now, it's worth knowing that skill is what determines your hit as well as your critical rate, and this guy does not have very much skill. And axes in this game are quite bad. Hit rates are super low, so like 65 hit. So you can see that with his iron axe here, this guy's chance of hitting is 75, and then that's 75 hit minus whatever avoid the enemy has. So for example, this guy, the boss here, let's say he has 0 base avoid. He's standing on a gate, so he gets 20 avoid. So even without any other modifications, if that guy was just standing there, had 0 avoid, this guy would only have a 53% chance of hitting him. But of course, with an iron axe, Wade wouldn't even do anything to him. Now he does have weapon triangle advantage, which gives you another 10% boost to hit and avoid. But if we go to the hammer here, which is a weapon effective against, it says infantry, but it actually means armor knights. I don't know why it says infantry.
I mean, same thing.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, this like, when I first read this, I thought it meant all foot soldiers. So you would think like the soldiers with the spears, but no, it's only effective against armor knights. But this thing has 45 hit, so you know, if you look at the difference in hit, 65 to 45, so he's gonna lose 20 hits. Yeah. So he's gonna have 53 base hit. He's gonna have like even with weapon triangle advantage, he's gonna have like a 40% chance to hit the boss of this chapter. So he's not gonna be able to use this thing. It's good to D-axes for this. Let me go back to my gameplay here. You might be able to use this weapon on somebody else, but it's actually not how we're going to fight the boss. I think Marcus can use it. Oh no, he has E-axes, so you can't even give it to Marcus, who might actually be able to hit the boss with it. You just like can't really hit the boss of this chapter with the hammer. So there is another weapon that we can use to kill the boss, which Merlinus is going to get right now. Armor knights have nearly impenetrable defenses. But some weapons, like this sword, can pierce their armor. I'm sure you can get better use out of it than us. Please, take it.
Got an Armorslayer.
Yeah, so now let's look at the Armorslayer. This thing has 85 hit. So weapon triangle in this game is, yeah, like I said, 10% hit and avoid, so it's a 20% difference. So even going from weapon triangle advantage to weapon triangle disadvantage, you still have like the same hit chance with an Armorslayer, but you can give it to a more accurate character. So this, even though you might think like, oh, I want to use the hammer because, you know, axes beat lances, turns out that you actually have a better shot using a sword against armor knights in most cases. So good thing we have that. It'll be pretty useful. It's a pretty good weapon. And Shanna here is going to go get it for us and bring it over here. So she's going to ferry it over the mountain. to Deke, who can actually kill the boss with it. So Deke's gonna be our boss killer. So yeah, we'll just put her over here for now. Alright, so we have to clean up some of these guys. So I would like to get Marcus out of here if possible. So I think the way we're going to have to do that is... let me see here. I think Boars can probably kill this guy because he's not going to be... Oh, he can't. He's not going to be of much use anywhere else. Alright. Well, that's a perfect Walt kill, so we'll do that.
Attaboy, Walt.
He's delivering that finished food. I still don't know any finished foods.
Wow.
Damn it.